Hello, everybody on the Master Sha Tao Toronto Facebook page. And welcome to our Experience the Power of series. It is my greatest honor and privilege to introduce to you one of our certified master teacher healer practitioners here at the Master Sha Tao Centre Toronto and globally certified by the Tao Academy. He is author of Divine Joy and co-author of The Greatest Love. And he has personally worked with, assisted, and trained over 6,000 soul healing practitioners around the world. And he will be guiding our show today that we will be connecting on the Wellness Boost. So welcome, everyone. We welcome you to share in the comments. And without further ado, welcome Francisco Quintero.
Thank you, Alexia, and welcome everybody from around the world. So happy, delighted to be here with all of you. So yes, we're talking about the Wellness Boost, how you can boost your energy, stamina, vitality, immunity, how you can bring about healing to your physical body, emotional body, well-being, or just general overall well-being, or wanting to heal your relationships and finances. So take a moment to go to the chat, say hello, tell us where you're from. We'll love to hear from you. And if you have any questions throughout the show, you please post there if any questions come up throughout the program. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I met Dr. and Master Zhigang Sha over 20 years ago, and I was suffering from high blood pressure. And I my blood pressure was 190/90 in my late 20s. So I was a bit afraid to go on medication at a young age. And my mom was also suffering from high blood pressure, and I could see what the side effects were from the medication. So I began to look for different modalities, different ways to heal myself. I did Tai Chi, I was doing Qigong, I was doing all these, trying to eat better. So I was trying all these different things, and some of them helped me to relax, but it did not heal my high blood pressure. And then one day I came across a book, Soul, Mind, Body Medicine. And I started to learn the practices in the Soul, Mind, Body Medicine book. And there was practices there from Master Sha on how you can move energy in the body. So this was very new to me. I was skeptical. I was a mathematician, actually, and a physicist. This was what I studied. But I was willing to try something because I was looking for a way to heal myself naturally. So I started to do these practices. At the beginning, though, I didn't feel much. These were all like energy, spiritual practices to move energy in the body, to connect to my heart and soul. So I was starting to, dive into something very new to me. But I was dedicated. Every day I was doing a daily practice, 3 months later, after doing daily practice is when I noticed a shift. And I was like, wow, there's something happening in my body. I couldn't explain it at that time, but there was something shifting, something energetically. I was feeling happier, more energized. So I knew something was working for me. It was 6 months later that I started to notice a drop in my blood pressure. And then that's when I got really excited and just really started to do those daily practices. 1 year later is when I was able to heal myself from high blood pressure using the techniques of Dr. and Master Zhigang Sha. So I mentioned that because in the Wellness Boost, we teach it from here at Master Sha's Tao Centre in Toronto. We incorporate all his wisdom, the practices, and some upgrades to those practices. This was 20 years ago. Since then, Master Sha has upgraded those practices, and things go much, much faster now. People have healed and transformed life issues much faster. So we're here to share with you, about how you can transform your life using these techniques. So I welcome you all from my heart and soul. So in our center, we have 3 of our teachers there, myself, Alan, and Cher. I'm gonna bring on now one of our teachers. Her name is Cher O'Rourke, and she's gonna give you her own journey of healing and wellness and how the wellness boost has transformed her life and the lives of others. So let us welcome Cher. Welcome, Cher.
Thank you so much, Francisco. Good evening, everybody. It's evening here in Toronto. I know for some of you it'll be later and for some earlier. I'm delighted and honored to join you this evening and to really just take a little bit of time, to talk about wellness, to talk about healing and what it means. We all have, I think, our ideas of wellness. I know I did. And sometimes we don't think too much about what it means to be well, what it means to feel good, what it means to be healed until we actually experience a sickness. And I think that was very true for me. And it wasn't that I didn't have, sometimes ailments in my life. But nothing very serious until about 17 years ago. And when I literally collapsed with chronic fatigue syndrome, just kind of, fell onto the floor. And that really started a whole journey for me of understanding what it means to be ill, what it means to feel helpless, what it means to feel hopeless. Because it affected and impacted every aspect of my life. It certainly my physical body no longer felt like my body that had been, serving me for so many years, allowing me to flourish in my career, in my life, in my relationships, and so on. And then one day it was gone. And as a result, of that condition of chronic fatigue syndrome, my emotions became imbalanced. It kind of set, everything else in motion in terms of what I thought was well-being. My emotions became, I started to become angry. I became depressed. I became fearful. I had a tremendous amount of fear. And then, my thinking, of course, started to change, started to shift. I was having all kinds of negative thoughts and beliefs and attitudes and wondering what has happened, what just happened from a life that seemingly was going quite well to everything falling apart all at once. And I realized that my immediate kind of response and reaction was to find, a doctor, a practitioner, who could help me physically, because I felt that everything, that I needed to do was to just bring my physical body back. And once that happened, everything else would fall into place. And so I sought out, different practitioners, doctors, and so on. And I tried many different, ways and means, a lot of alternative, modalities to try and heal. And nothing was really working. It would only take me so far. And I appreciate everything that everybody was trying to do. I sought counseling. I sought all kinds of things. And it helped. I can't say that it didn't help. It did help to some degree, but it did not bring me into full healing. And I couldn't go back to work, and all of my resources were being spent. And some of you may relate, to what I'm saying. I know I'm not alone in this sort of experience. And then I really, one day just got down on my knees and said, please show me. I know there's someone out there who can help me. And in that moment, Master Sha appeared to me, and I I knew that this man, was the person who was going to be able to help me. I felt peace in my heart. And, he ended up doing a workshop, a couple of weeks later, not far from where I live. And so, everything aligned for me to meet Master Sha and to receive everything that, he has to offer. And so I went and I met him, and I learned that actually the most important part of my healing was to pay attention to what my soul needed, what my heart needed. And when I started to pay attention to what my heart and soul needed, everything else followed, everything else flowed in terms of my well-being. I received teachings, wisdom teachings, practices, blessings from Master Sha. And he told me what to do. He gave me the practices that I needed to do. He gave me the guidance. He gave me the blessings. And I did what he told me because I was so desperate to get well. And clearly, everything aligned for him to come and help me. I needed to follow, what he told me to do. And when I did, I completely recovered, within 6 months. And during that time, all the while, I kept thinking, I want to be able to help people the way he is helping me, because what he is teaching me, what he is giving me, is what so many need and are not getting. Sometimes all we need is a Band-Aid. And that's great. That's wonderful. Is if all we need is a Band-Aid, on whatever our issue is, and we can get it from any practitioner or doctor, great, then we can do that. But there are so many issues that need much, much more, and especially, chronic issues, serious, life-threatening issues, because we need to get to very often to the root cause of the issue. Otherwise, it just keeps coming back and repeating itself again and again and again. And so, having learned, of course, Master Sha is someone who then empowers you. He doesn't just, do something for you. He empowers you. He gives you the tools and the treasures and the ability and the capacity to really transform oneself. And within, the wellness program, we are bringing the teachings, the wisdom, the Tao calligraphy healing field, the practices, the daily practices, and teachings to be able to help you, transform whatever it is that you are wanting to transform, whether that's a physical, emotional, mental health issue, whether you're working on improving your relationships and, wanting to build or nourish your career in some way, whatever it is, because all of these teachings, this wisdom, works on any aspect of life. There's no limitation, which is one of the beautiful things about it. And so the wellness, program was designed in such a way and flow in such a way to support you on the deepest levels, to give you the tools, the practices, and the exposure in the Tao calligraphy healing field to really work and focus on something for an extended period of time. Because that's what we need to do. Sometimes, we see people come in, who have a sickness or have issues or pain or something, and they receive one blessing and, that's it. They receive a profound healing, right away. I would say that that's more the exception than the rule, but it does happen. Most of us need some kind of program and something that we can go to regularly to really build, and uplift our frequency and vibration to that place where whatever the blockage is, is released, is transformed in such a way that we get to the root cause of the issue. So I'm very, I love the wellness program. It is near and dear to my heart. We co-created this. Vinny Wong and I, started the wellness program at Master Sha Tao Center. Lynn Lucina was involved in the very early days of the program. And now Francisco Allen and I are leading the program right now. And we love it. We love it because we like to be part of it ourselves, but we love it because we see the transformation taking place for so many. And you're going to hear some stories, this evening. So the components are simple. Monday to Friday, we do a teleconference practice for 1 hour from 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern time. And these calls are recorded. So if you're in another time zone and you can't be there live, you can listen to the recordings. And these are guided by master teachers. And we take you into the Tao calligraphy healing field. We connect with that field from Master Sha Tao Center. And that field is a profound healing field created by Dr. and Master Sha. Master Sha is a Tao source channel. And when he writes these calligraphies, he puts Tao source love, light, frequency, and vibration into them. So we enter into this healing field, and then we contribute to the field, with our practices. And then 3 times a week, we specifically do 1 hour in the field on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And again, these are, all recorded. I see some people here who have taken the program, Mina, Irma, Natasha, and others. And there's so much benefit, to be gained. You are guided all along the way. And the program is offered with love and compassion and understanding. You heard Francisco talk about his illness. I'm talking about mine. Many of us have experienced illness and came to Master Sha because of that and received such deep healing and so much more. I'm healthier now than I've ever been in my life, ever. At the age that I am, at the stage that I am at in my life, I am the healthiest I have ever been. So I came for healing one issue, and I got so much more. So that's what I wanted to share with you. My whole view of healing, of rejuvenation, of wellness has shifted, 180 degrees since meeting Master Sha. And yours can too. If you really want to understand, go deeper, experience something more, welcome you to join, our April Wellness Boost, which is starting on April 5th. And experience for yourself, or if you know someone who is in need, invite them to come and learn more. We'll share with them, we'll talk with them, and they may want to participate. It's unlike probably most things that most people have taken part in, but this is the beauty of it. It's new, it's unique, and it works. So thank you, everybody, for listening, for allowing me to share. We welcome you to, ask any questions, invite you to ask any questions or share in the chat, whatever you have experienced. And I invite Francisco to please come back on.
Thank you, Cher. So one question for you, Cher. What kind of issues do people need to have to join the Wellness Boost?
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to name some of them, but the truth is that there can be any issues. So we have people who have joined the program who have had chronic or life-threatening issues. People with issues like cancer, diabetes, chronic fatigue, MS, lung conditions, people who have had depression, anxiety, fear, grief and sadness, people who have wanted to come and bring more love and light, into their relationships, People have come with chronic back pain and had that resolved. There just anything and, you know, everything that you can think of. As I said, you know, these tools work, you know, in any aspect of life. So those are some.
Great. And one more question. You mentioned the other day there was a family of 7 people that wanted to join, and they were very excited. Can you share why they wanted a family of 7 to join?
Yes. Thank you for, you know, bringing that up. So we have this couple who are in our March Wellness Boost program, and they have the opportunity, and this is one of the you know, one of the aspects of our program is that you can invite loved ones to come in and participate in the program for half of the fee. And you chant and you practice on their behalf. They don't physically participate, but you do the practice for them, because what we're teaching and what Master Sha is teaching, he's teaching about soul, heart, mind, and body. And soul is information or message. And so when you chant on behalf of loved ones in the program, you are helping to change the messages, you know, that may be impacting their lives negatively. So this couple also registered their 5 children in the program. And they came every day and they practiced and they invited, you know, the souls of their loved ones to come in. And they've shared with us how it has been transforming their lives, how there's so much more harmony, peace and harmony, you know, within the family, and the relationships are shifting, and, you know, issues that were causing difficulty have calmed down. So this is a way that, you know, other people can participate as well, and it's a beautiful way. We have many stories of people, you know, chanting on behalf of their family members who had physical, you know, illness, and that was able to transform as well. So that's one of the, you know.
Great. Thank you, Cher. Thank you for spending the time here with us today. So as you can see, everyone, the April Wellness Boost, we posted a link there for you to see all about the program, its components. You know, there's 4 major things that I like to see is you get the daily practice. It took me 1 year of daily practice. And at that time, I was very disciplined, you know, but you need somebody to like hold your hand. Sometimes you need support. Sometimes you need care. So the Wellness Boost gives you the daily practice Monday through Friday. Plus, you're getting as a benefit Alan, Cher, myself, our beautiful team here in Toronto at Master Sha Tao Centre, who will guide you wherever you are around the world and support you through that healing journey and that transformation journey. And another part of the program, you mentioned the consultations. There's a special discount. So people, you know, receive consultations with one of our teachers for many different aspects of life, whether that be what are the best practices to heal, what kind of blockages are within the body. So we guide you to identify where the blockages are. What do you need to boost? What do you need to heal to be able to restore that balance back into the body? And that could be for any aspect of life, relationships, finances, and more. Okay. So we have, we're going to have 2 guests come in actually, who've taken the Wellness Boost, and they're going to share their experiences. It's actually a couple, Avi and Steven. So if we could bring them on and they could share their experiences. Welcome. So they would just give us a second. So we disconnected with them for a minute. Okay, so we'll wait for them, okay? So now, what we're going to do then is we're going to do a short practice in the Tao calligraphy healing field. So in addition to the daily practices, you get what's called 3 weekly Tao calligraphy healing field sessions. One of them is on meditation, one of them is on body movement, and one of them is on, it's called a light massage. So I'm gonna give you a taste of one of them. Actually, so Stephen and Avi are here, so let's bring them on and they can share their story. Welcome, Avi and Steve.
Hi, everybody. Sorry, just as we were about to come on, our internet decided to go out.
Please share your story.
Wonderful. So, hello from Ontario. My name's Steve Caldwell. I've been a student of Master Sha's for the last 11 years. I met Master Sha, Francisco, and Cher in Toronto in 2010. I wasn't looking for healing of a physical condition like Cher was talking about, and Francisco for him. But I was looking for healing, spiritual healing, ways to advance on the spiritual journey, ways to serve others. And Master Sha is all about love, and I was just so connected and felt that love for Master Sha in his teachings. And the first experience I had of that was through the Toronto team, through his Toronto-based teachers, including Cher. And Francisco wasn't located in Toronto at the time, but I met him shortly thereafter in Austria. And, you know, when we talk about the wellness program and what it can do for us, it's such a powerful set of activities that we can do online during the pandemic, since we're not able to go physically to the temple. But we can be with a group of other people, like-minded people that are looking for all kinds of healing. There's all kinds of ways we want to be well in our life. So many of us do have physical challenges that we'd like to address, and maybe our traditional medical doctors, our New Age alternative healing modalities are helping us, but we're not quite getting over the hump to the root cause of the problems of why we're suffering a little bit. And these methods and the wisdom that Master Sha shares can take us a long way towards getting to the root cause of those issues that we're facing and healing them. And when we're healed, we're much happier, we're of course much healthier, and we in turn can serve and help others heal themselves as well. And that's what Master Sha is all about. Use love, use the modality and the practices that Cher and the other teachers take us through in the wellness program to do that. It's a very safe place. It's a very warm, comfortable place. And the energy that comes through the computer, of all things, when you're in the sessions and sitting in front of the calligraphies is just so unique. There's nothing like it. So if you haven't had a chance to experience that yet, I think Cher said the next session for April is coming up around April 5th is the start, and I'd highly encourage you to do that. So I wanted to share a little story before my wife Avi shares. We met in the mission, by the way. We're both Master Sha students, and we've received so much loving blessings from Master Sha for our relationship. It's been it's a amazing journey in and of itself. But an offshoot of that, of our relationship, is I'm an American citizen and Avi is Canadian. And we got married in 2017, and I was living in Colorado, and we wanted to live here in Ontario, work and serve in Ontario. And so legally, I had to apply to live and reside in Canada. So there's a process that you go through for that with the government. And we're still waiting for that process to complete. But one of the things that was happening was my visa was running out of time, and there was a chance I would have to go back to America if I wasn't allowed legally to stay in Canada. And that's very difficult during the pandemic, crossing borders and for any length of time and then trying to come back. So our immigration lawyer filled out some paperwork for something called the visa extension in July of 2020. So about 10 months ago now. And we were told if the government approves this visa extension, I could then legally live and reside with my wife in Canada. But there was no guarantee that that would happen. So that naturally causes some stress. And stress is, as most of you know, is the root cause of a lot of physical problems, a lot of emotional problems, mental problems. During this time on the planet with so much craziness going on, there's a lot of stress out there. And I was very stressed. Avi was very stressed about whether or not I was going to be able to stay. We were going to be able to stay together. We had not heard a word from the Canadian government or the immigration lawyer. We'd call the lawyer, have you heard anything about our visa extension? Nope, nothing yet. And my time was running out. The time I was allowed to stay legally in Canada was fast running out. We didn't know what we were going to do. So when we were talking to Cher, we decided we had a consult with Master Sha, and Master Sha was saying, what is it that you're looking to get help with? How can we help you? And she suggested the wellness program, which we joined. But you also get a consultation as part of that. And we told her about this issue causing a lot of stress about my life situation with the Canadian government. And she said, well, let me help you there. I think I can help you there. So she was able to offer a special kind of blessing to help with that. And 2 days later, we hadn't heard from the government for 9 months, not a word. 2 days after that consultation with Master Cher and the blessing, we got a call from the immigration lawyer saying, hey, your paperwork showed up. Come pick it up. You're allowed to stay in Canada as a temporary resident for however long, another year. You don't have to worry about getting kicked out of the country or going back. Now, I know, being a longtime Master Sha student, that wasn't just coincidence, the timing of receiving that paper. I know, Master Francisco was talking at the beginning about, all kinds of wellness, yes, for the physical body, but also for relationships, finances. And this blessing that I received falls into that other category about my life, my business, my living with my wife, married relationship. So it was really a huge relief. The stress has gone completely away. And it's just an example of the kinds of good things that can happen when you connect and open your heart to Master Sha's teachings, the wellness program, the kinds of people that run the program. As I said at the beginning, there's just so much love with this group of people, and with all the people that attend as well. You can just feel it, and love cures everything. And
so I want to
leave
talk
it at
about
that and turn it over to my beautiful wife, who I love.
Actually, you just brought something back to me. The support that I feel. I became very sick in March last year, and I received multiple consultations from Master Francisco and Cher, and their love and support has carried me throughout this year. I had 23 different type of symptoms appeared, most of them alarming, and I was quite scared actually. But throughout this year, I felt so loved. Cher and Francisco carried me throughout the year. So I'm very, very grateful. I want to share a few recent miracles that happened with consultation with Cher. So Cher's been guiding me. Before that, Francisco guided me, and both have given me amazing blessings, and I had incredible miracles. But I have been sick since my childhood. I always had health issues. So from last year, there were certain traumas that came up that I've experienced in my life. And this is how I came to Master Sha. I was actually suicidal. And when I met Master Sha, the first thing healed was the suicidal tendencies. They all disappeared. So I carried on, and I became a healer, a practitioner myself, like my husband. We both are part of this beautiful organization. But the miracles, the healing miracles I've experienced are countless already. But the recent one was I was actually shivering with, I was having cold shivers, unknown. The source was unknown. I couldn't figure it out. Doctors can't figure it out. But I had a consult with Cher, and she was able to figure it out. And with one blessing, the symptoms disappeared. Sorry, just one blessing. So it is so powerful to work with these amazing healers, practitioners, and the love and the support is amazing. And I just feel so confident that I can overcome what I'm going through, because I feel this unconditional love and support from these beautiful people and from Toronto Temple. So I'm very grateful to have Francisco and Cher in my life, and many master teachers, many students from Toronto Temple, very supportive. And I thank you from my heart and soul for all the miracles that you're bringing to us. And I am excited to work with you. Even I need more help, so I'm going to be in the Wellness Boost next month as well. I will be joining it, and I'm grateful to be part of it this month. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Avi and Steve. Maybe Cher, you can mention a few words about working with them in your consultations.
Yes, thank you. I really appreciate your sharing, Avi and Steve. You can see how open-hearted they are, and their sincerity, their honesty, their sharing. This is really a part, actually, of our healing process, is to really be present, with one another, really be open, be sincere, and know that, the universe is supportive of us. The universe wants us to heal. Our own soul, heart, mind, and body want us to heal, whatever it is that we need healing for. And we carry so many, messages within. Some of them are positive, some of them are negative, some of them belong to us, some of them belong to our ancestors. We hear and we experience so many things. We are complex beings, right down to our core, down to the DNA and RNA. And so sometimes we need to go deep into our process to really address, what is happening. And it really is a joy, to work with Avi and Steve, because they open their hearts and they bring forward whatever it is that they need to bring forward, to be transformed. And so, as you heard from Avi, we have, worked on many different things. She has worked with Francisco and I and others. And at different times, we address different things, and healing can happen in layers. You work on one layer and that transforms, and then something else may, arise, come to the surface. And then we work on that, and transforming that. And so they invest in their healing journey. They invest in their life journey, in the journey of their relationship together, in their spiritual path. They invest themselves to really do, the work that's necessary, and they're rewarded. We're all rewarded when we put our time and effort in, and when we open our hearts, we will receive, the appropriate benefits. So I'm really grateful to, both of them for their sharing. And this is what can happen, during a consultation time, the one-on-one time together. And, that happens, as Francisco shared, within the Wellness Boost program, but it can also happen outside of the program, because I believe that one-on-one time really allows, a person to express, their deeper needs. And for, the person who's doing or leading the consultation to be able to check guidance on what it is specifically that person needs and provide that. So it's such a joy. It's such a joy to work with them and, with all of you, and work together with Francisco and Alan, to create the program. Thank you so much. And so I'm going to invite Francisco to come back on. I see, others sharing.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Steve and Avi. And now I know where your stress was coming from, Avi. Is your husband is losing his, possibly, having those immigration issues. So happy things can transform for you. Very happy. Okay, so what we're going to do is, the other component of the wellness program are the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field sessions. And there's 3, the meditation, the light massage, and the body movement, which is called Tao Calligraphy Tai Chi. And you need all 3. Meditation is very powerful for gathering light, gathering source frequency light into the body. The body movement is to circulate, to open up the energy channels in the body. And the light massage is more for deep relaxation to allow the body to heal. Whenever, as Steve said, if you're stressed, it can cause, the tension in the body could cause the body to go out of alignment. So the light massage is really to just allow the body to relax, to be able to, go through its healing process. So we're going to do a short little practice here. Okay. And before I do the practice, Sunlight said, Tash said, I had the biggest workload, which means more income since the first lockdown last year. I can attribute it to being in the Wellness Boost program. I also had some physical road nation too. Thank you, Toronto team. Thank you, Tash. Irma said, until I began to participate in the teachings and work of Master Sha and programs, I had never before learned so much about the human body or how much I was carrying on my own ancestors. Life-changing indeed. I'm forever grateful. Okay, so let's sit up straight. And now close your eyes. And take a nice deep breath and release. And just close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your lower abdomen. And think about make one request, something that you want to heal or transform. So hold that intention in your heart. So dear the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field, there's 2 calligraphies right behind me that I'm going to activate. And Master Sha's Tao Center in Toronto with there's 100 calligraphies to bless every part of life. Please activate to transmit a Tao meditation, a Tao light massage. Start. Just close your eyes and feel a gentle vibration. The light comes through the crown of your head, beautiful light or energy moving through your body, opening your heart. Your heart is fully open. Feel that nourishment go to your brain, your eyes, your neck, your spinal column. Your liver is being nourished. Your liver is strong and healthy. Remember to breathe deeply to your lower abdomen and release. Your heart is full of light, healthy heart. The nourishment from the Tao Calligraphy healing field blesses your heart. Breathe deeply to your lower abdomen, release. Your spleen is receiving nourishment. Let go of all your worry. Let go of all your tension. Your lungs are full of light. They're very clear, transparent. Breathe deeply to your lower abdomen. Your kidneys are full of energy. They're vibrating. The Tao Calligraphy healing field carries source frequency vibration that blesses you. Feel your kidneys getting stronger, full of energy. Your whole body is being nourished by the Tao source. The Tao Calligraphy healing field blesses your request. One more minute. Breathe deeply to your lower abdomen, release. Nice deep breath. And breathe out. And we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Slowly open your eyes, move your body. Notice how you feel. And then go to the chat and share, how do you feel after this short little taste of the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field meditation. This was also / light massage. Share with me, how are you feeling? This was just a small taste. Imagine a full hour of that. So in the Wellness Boost, again, you get the morning daily practice calls, 3 weekly sessions of the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field. One of them is an hour of meditation. One is an hour of light massage. During the light massage, you get to actually just lie down on your bed. Just put your phone or your computer next to your bed and just go into bliss for a full hour. And then the movement, the Tao Calligraphy Tai Chi, to promote the energy to flow in the body. Those are included as part of the Wellness Boost, as well as the discounts for the consultations, as you saw with Cher, Steve, and Avi. And then you get a lot of love, a lot of care, a lot of support, a community that will help you in your journey of healing and transformation. As Jane said, I feel very calm. And Priska is giving her gratitude. And our team here, Richie, has posted the links for the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field sessions. They are available also independent that you could join. But the Wellness Boost has a wonderful package where everything is put together. So each of these is very important as part of your healing journey. As I mentioned before, we need to do these practices. We need to transform our health. We need to connect to Tao source frequency vibration. It's that high level nourishment, that vibration that can wash the blockages in our body. And that's what these 3 sessions do, is they provide that practice to be able to do that. Tash said, a lot of tingling in my head. My kidneys seem to feel these practices more than other parts of the body. Thank you. Irma said, I feel fantastic. Wonderful, Irma. Okay. So continue to share, everyone. So, grab the opportunity to join the April Wellness Boost. It's going to start. Our introductory session starts on April 2nd, and classes begin on April 5th. And for 4 weeks in the month of April, you get to be part of this field to be able to really transform your life. It's a great time. Whatever you're suffering from, if you have some kind of issue in your life, join, be with us to really grab be in this field to transform. So I thank you all from my heart and soul, and I look forward to seeing you all at the Wellness Boost. And we're going to bring back Alexia to do our final closing here. So thank you, Alexia.
Thank you so much, Francisco. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you to Avi and Steve for joining us and for sharing their journey and their experiences and share as well. And thank you to everyone who is sharing in the comments. And we invite you, as Francisco shared, to click the link in the description of this video to learn more about the April Wellness Boost, to join the April Wellness Boost. How are you feeling after this Tao light massage? It feels so nourishing, relaxing, peaceful, such a beautiful way to relax, to enjoy. Here we're ending the day, but you may even be beginning the day or in the middle of your day. So anytime is a good time for a Tao light massage. So thank you, everyone, and sending you all so much love. You can join us in our sessions coming up this week. And you can look at the events section in our Facebook. You can join a Tao Light Massage Friday morning at 11 a.m. as well, if you'd like to experience a full massage. And of course, the April Wellness Boost. And we are here every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. for our Experience the Power of series. So we'll see you back here again next week. And we'll be connecting on Awaken Your Spiritual Channels and announcing a very exciting new program that will be launching in April. So we invite you to join us back again next week. And we look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye, everybody.